Bremwa to Peace 104.3 FM Suni Ghana de Shmaima Yamamunina aha Ebron son si de nonsia kase bono esomo kase boy sign okay 101.7 FM so nit 100.9 so wo kuma sia hello 101.5 radio stations ahodo p na efa ye kase boy social media platforms ahodo Facebook live ye Peace 104.3 FM Facebook live ye Peace 104.3 FM YouTube despite media
na die di kase bono mu akotene bia ne se Penny Awotu Frankama NDC Amanyoko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Trese Suobedi President ya Omu Eko University first year no Omu ntua school fees Yane National Union of Ghana Student Ebeka Safa ho ECT for the Kokobo Edi ama desi ewo Asante Mantem titiri se Enkofuo bi tometers ya enya papenti wanso wa hu yie
Emrano Emma home kwan say ankran krabia enkran meters embrana ometon na it misses this meters be
na Ghana Nurses and Midwife Trainees Association ena womudi adesredi ato His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nim say wo be di president ya nursing trainee allowance no on review and time say osu obetem no.
The significance of the allowance should be a reason for him not cancelling it. These are money that people from humble homes use to augment their school fees.
Now, one teacher, one laptop. Ghana National Association of Teachers say, "O my about 2 weeks now. What me you know? So I'm fa obia laptop amanoa obetu unumunka." Supreme Court to judge for be necessary a vetu unum enne. Honorable Mama Yarega. Edi bibia fire mra no ho edi aba betuja ama vete no akansensemu.
There is nowhere in this constitution that the president is given the power to increase the number beyond the 9+1.
Na constituency watchings when yebese etiwa is constituency. Yade emu aseda ema MTN ya wade 40 plus yaba. Ekuta fastest connectivity esa wo highest internet speed entitusu MTN tebonet Suzy Aba Center at the CB capsules aba Obaton so kama unti junso muhaw CB woman capsules yesi oba manitimu ye obesima yasa wo CB so said mekoya da romane se amansan tiame kwabena afo ana
akosia ago abowaje
afa kase boni nchiremu enie Penny Awotu Frankama NDC Amanyoko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ena wadi asem ya tuja wasi afra bibi academic fees edema first year student ya ebeko universities ye woman ne dia no wadi nsise bi ba saafo no womu ntua school fees bia friend say academic fees no na enra Ebra Youth Manifesto Lunch ekoso wonkran ha na wode asemi atuta na yepesa yene president man National Union of Ghana Student Daniel Oponchireme ekasa bisa ne se sa asemi ya openi de today omusomusei openi awrade asomdwe nka wo na yehwese yensabe tumi aka President ma National Union of Ghana Student NUTS Daniel Opon Chireme yo opani radio asumje nka wo sa wotemenka
bato en council
yo bato sa pombo ko de
asuna do yaboko
yo anra manifesto lunch youth manifesto lunch na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to just say womu beko university first year student yefra bibi academic fees no womu entua de di ka aboa ya kakra academic fees no ye de ya
ne pato de di ka ye beta wase wakonya na odi amaye na ya pa konya iso achia empo school for mu ti ofan na ense enche ni nya na so ye nya na so ye ti se ya mama at the new policies and answer name of person or academic user fees now is center on mostly the facilities now you issue what is fees and say you most of the classrooms, most of the things IT in Yama is swinging I and so of a part the brain now is school fees. Now I say me by him say a school fund the brain and yachi home, but the student union in the questions the brain you say was that Empo BBC cost 9 key share in say and I'm say yena ebe have a direct effect on us. Ntinan ke everything can at least in case you bet you because you want to can be faster and former president Akan want to me. Na the can you say a crime ben so na be fast so asad nyama ya Akan ebebem how long any bit media asad nyama we ya Akan e bit media na say e ba ko see ewie and your question say you sound yes you say empo yenu be bra mo if you are into me tertiary institutions no motivate no then I mean dominant policies we have banana for my school more first year bibia tinya ko ya ma bibia is successful you say was subsequent years no second year third year fourth year e be den na say ni papa na je timanya akonya ato aso atia academic user facility fees ni niam ekika ho nyina because oni akoni scanty no tifie no it is about sadia na say esa sign it is akosi baby I know free buy na because after first year na baby akwe no untimi nsan to aso ntua bio na ne eso sa akwa chi second year third year untimi nsan to school ni so bio nti ebusa ho se nti se ben ye di ku akwam afa sa niema ni nyina ho ye to so bio ebusa ya am se sika no so be free get fund ho na ba na Ghana ni get 2.5% VAT auto dia on get fund this year last year it raised almost 7 billion plus ya can't get fund no because of collateralization. Enti ama sika SCA nyana out of 7 billion mu 3 billion penny in sakan dey share it dey mo adisasem ho bra. Nti sa sika kaka na akana ohwa na yese koyi da over 300 million per the budget estimations na say free dia and na ebusa ho say nti pa ben na aban bia obade to akwam say input 7 billion na yen sakan ye benya ni nyina na yetim dia bo adisasem ho bra eyi because the man no ka say yen yanum bebre mpo am wo base school bebre da so etna bia se enisia de the foundation na say fapima de sha adisasem no rika min indi yesempo ekonanim no nia papa betima sesa nti yen channel most of the resources ko the big school a betima boa because and e fapim na se fapim na nya sika bebre ye piase tertiary institutions no ma enye very sustainable no ene na ekoya na say ba winning senkan bia yen so da yakoma so ere senki bi kusa na say etimide ni papa egu akwam etimama ta bibi say mpo epese de ba no ana so pese de ba etimi edimu yi
na tase metwase ye ya mate mu bisabisa mo ho enti nka munya better and further explanation free wono an nchan ya nka mope
e pato no kre
yo enti mo be pese bia mo betu anamo bi ana wono ankasa befa akwanya bisu asia mo akyerɛkyerɛ mu
pato ya hu let us cry pese e chrokonka nanka ni yie mu anka ye hu ne se nke ni kwan se nka ye mpo ene ye chroko because at the first school for the nka mi tidi se yie se nka in the stakeholder engagement no nka e fa sa university policies ya nka e ba nka ji yan so school for ni aso adwenkyerɛ ene niama ya dwene se ye di ku akwama nka beboa ma yan so ya hiha ya ka mi tidi se beboa do se bebre ni ache nemu ye rese will be sustainable enuanu bi kra bebre na timi tia won fit ni ade dada nti yan hwɛ se nipa ku anko mu hia de wi ankasa na kwan ben so nanka e be so be identify se nipa ku e se ye ne se ye hwɛ no mo mu hia ankasa na yetimi de abo mu na we ye bietum sa na ese sikan bebre na eco waste because me am ejina e metime tia me fit na ta ka se o se be tia ma me na na sikan na se sikan ke betim de akɔbɔ adisasɛm ho tutue bi ho bra a se sikan be ko waste a ye ho hwɛ
enti na o kase mo kyerɛ akɔma no
e patran say ye ntima mfrɛ a ye be concern e ma bukrata so e dia to nanim I was saying kibeti machia no na na to ho adwene because ye hu ne say so omo back na omo ye a lot of reviews because in yam be prefer on I say a review a yen so school for ni hu ne say that review ne ba e betima boy
openi ya da se ejanra na wode tu dwanti ye bekɔ so adidi de ho nkomo
automation that
ya da se pi Etiefo de ane ne kasa ye president ma National Union of Ghana Student NUX Yewra Daniel Opon Chireme.
Na sansem kro ya NDC amanyokuo no e de atodwa se Ghana mabunu wo mobdwene wo modache ho enti omampanyi dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama se 2024 general elections ya e ben nkunim di o de bekwa amamuo mu no na mamuo de obeye ene se wo behwe ama mabunu na adwuma bebre yaye na NDC Youth Manifesto da na di ewon kran ha no eno de sansem no atudwa enra ebra na NDC Youth Manifesto wo da na di ne sabrekro no ano na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onu sutu frankama NPP amanyuko no no 2024 International Youth Day ewo Pentecost Convention Center Gomoafete eno no so de to so de defend digital infrastructure no I know digital literacy abe for kwantimpo internet dwumadie wono so ba behwe na akonya ne bebre aba ma mabunu no na ma omo so eteme akonkan eno nti eye mabunu day necessary di mabunu ho enkommo efa ensem ampanifo no mienu nyina eka edi edi kan na yakwa homa no so na ye National Youth Organizer edema NDC amanyuko no Ura George Opariado na wachichi mu eye obani memo ha eba peace kase eboso yo yedase enura yenim se NDC Youth Manifesto mudana dina enkomo ba kokora yedi hu nkomo a Ghana Students Union almost aka ho asem a ye pese yebusa wasem efa ho no eye policy ba ko na ewo mu ana mo se wo mo Eco University no first year mo beti o mo school fees am mo no na se bebre na nheda ntiase se academic user fee no ana na sa admission fee ana eye dia wadaroma chechire mu kakra.
But yesterday we were on the committee. We were very clear. Academic user fee. Nipano Kasa and Ochiremu Kasa will be paying the academic user fee for first year students when they gain admission. And, we were very, very clear on that. That fee, government of Ghana, will take care of it and we've done the calculations, we've done the mathematics, and we know where the source of funding is going to come from. Then the increase free agents are you need maybe a source of funding if you are where you said this year got 100 and almost 120,000 and the revenue public universities level. The academic user fee it ranges from 1,800 to 2,200 depending on the institution. If they're granted, they're funding at the highest 2,200. It comes up to about 220 million Ghana cedis for the whole year. That is about 10% of the total budget of the Akan, say, free SHS. Say, Navea, Dominia, the government office national budget, now 600 million. And we buy 2 billion, but the Mama about the Casa budget. Now we use 250 million are funded. It's our first year project. And, we know where the money is coming from, we know the source of funding, and I need clearly what to do and what to say about it.
Yo, bedase. Wadaruma ebin susu se wo hwe free senior high school policy ya abanya wotie dwaso di ye adwuma yi. Yenim se enema bebre wo ho a achia wom. Ebi mu kra hu ne se nkwada ne tibi koduru school mu che se eti ehia review, ehia moa eba sikasem a eti adenti na ne efom ho no enka ne mo focus fees akwada no ho no na ekoyi a obetimi aba tertiary education. Eti nka ho no nka yesi
akadodo na so nka say focus on primary education. There's like a hopper education here, primary education. You see, when government or when political parties bring policies, I'm not done easy in any other way. Free teachers have come to stay. It's a constitutional provision of yesterday, you emphasized that we'll review free teachers and make it better, and even extend it to private schools, so that congestion in double track near course on a subitra. But that notwithstanding, every election year, population keeps growing. Right now, only a problem of the backlog between almost secondary school, almost we are investing, because they are literate. They can be used for anything. If you don't properly train them and give them proper education and being full literate, you are causing problems for yourself. Who educates any past 400,000 within 1 year? No more year free teachers. Now only 100,000 in it we call tertiary. 300,000 all happens to them. That is why we said we are coming up with the apprenticeship program. We are coming up with the coders program, and then we are also hoping to make pushing the brain every invest in them, so that they are properly trained and properly skilled. Else, we're in secondary school, but only profession, and he's not trained in anything. And so it is a very thoughtful policy. In 1 year, you are graduating 300,000 people from secondary school, and only 100,000 is ending up in tertiary institutions. 200,000, even or more. So we are looking at apprenticeship program, we are looking at ICT, we are looking at various incubator programs, but most importantly, we need to push more through the tertiary institutions so that they go through and gain proper skills, and we can utilize them through the 24-hour economy account. So it is a policy that interconnects with each other. The NDC is not a party that only makes promises. Their funding their cost, their own numbers, and we know what exactly we are talking about. When they were talking through editors, they didn't even know the numbers. They didn't even know what the cost was. They didn't even know where the source of funding was going to come from. But we have thought through all this, and it's just academic user fee. Between the Baba contracts on supply ambulances at $34 million. $220 million is less than $34 million. 220 million Ghana cedis is less than $30 million. So it is clear that it even becomes just the waste in the system. It doesn't finance our policy. And the reason why is that we got some Monko Kekiro. As we do second year, apply onto the student loan trust fund. Then no support on affect your fees. No. But until you become a student of the university, you cannot access the fund. So we will help you get admission, help you pay your fees, your academic user fee. Then you can register formally to become a student. And then now, cost of Kenya and allowance means as a student loan. Because the student loan trust law, it only supports students of recognized institutions.
Meba chansa ne beba taxes amubeyi afri ho a yefa emabunu ho no na ebi mu nso busa se unso mampanyi dada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo ho no ansa na obekọ no ye project bia na ehu hia pa na wo si eye secondary schools ahodo wanwie.
I know I can't say baby now. Okay. They are part of it. Ocean document now. You know, can say my producer and I'm sending the full document now. You can say we finish all abandoned E-block. And at the moment, we complete them. Because we need those infrastructure to employ more teachers. Teachers backlog. If you are able to employ teachers, we employ all of them. We'll complete them and then start congestion also. And areas are used to be, private schools, that's what I'm not able to do. So that we start double track now. And we told the private schools, so if we are spending one to do on the public school, we'll spend one to do in the private school. Because their schools are dying. And so we've thought through all this, we've met, we've engaged. This is the manifesto from the people. We traveled around the country. Listen, and now, Oshoma, presentation now. It was students, depending on presenting on education. He's a student at the University of Ghana Law School. So we use people who represent the various sectors. Because it affects young people. And we made them speak to it. So it was based on the consultations we've done in the politics now. And I can assure you that everything we put out there yesterday is feasible. When you're a phantom project, and I can't because we want to win political power. Yeah, yes, me, yes, sir.
Okay. Ansa na memo akokra na yen share taxes na musumu beyi every ho biti say betting the e-levy COVID-19 levy any ade no. Na me betting de na me concern kakra bi. Na ebi mususu say betting no enkoda ne say ebi aye addicted cry e pese wo mujai. Eti say taxes ni de to so no bebo afi say nipa no onim say obeti na wo nya profit na ban baji bia dia enke be discouraging enke be bu na bam ese bebraye addicted bebre nko school recently KNUST Legon kwalade omu school omudi omu sika ekoye betting ebi apam wo mu nti ade a ye person kwada ne te so no mo nyini sese mo yi taxes no every wa na mo encourage wo mo awura sa betting ni mo daroma
how many taxes you buy are stopping betting now? It's not stopping. If you want to stop betting, the alternative is not taxing. Because the tax, in some tax or something, excise duties are also never but people still drink. If you want to stop a certain process or a certain product, the BRGD saying the alternative is not taxing. If the young people are normally addicted to betting, and will gainful employment, they will not waste their time betting. Because the Jumeni and they don't know where the next meal is coming from. Statistical Service capturing in the last 6 months, 8.4 million Ghanaians, representing 1/3 of our total population, are a day without food. So when you want to know between a double or back or it doesn't care about the taxes. And you see, taxing vulnerable people, and then many people know more betting are poor and vulnerable. taxing them is not the way out. Give them alternative livelihood. No munjai better, you know. And that is what we are advocating for. But post tax here, then you are institutionalizing it. And they are person or you're the tax streamer. It's because now you are going to give the betting companies incentives for them to expand so you can get more taxes. Meaning we institutionalizing it. Meanwhile, you want to stop it. That is not the way to go.
Okay. Openyi, medasipi.
Yedasipa.
Yene National Youth Organizer ma NDC Ora George Opariado ena etwetwe nkomo yen san kwa homa no so ne youth organizer ma NPP amanyoku no Ora Salam Mustafa yene no enkasa Mustafa memo ha eba peace kase eboso
Mejoso minia
yedase enra NDC amanyoku no youth manifesto o madana di kama akonom ahye mabunu bosse nwuma de o mo de bre wo mo underemployment unemployment o mo be yidodo na afri wa mabunu no enya ne da so yie pa betting tax o mo be afri e-levy COVID-19 levy niama bi bebre a efe akono a party no eda no edie sai na wo hu enra wo mo dwumadi o mo di ye no
medas mamentia wetie for gina ni issues of policy there ni amete pa ye chain ye kwashi hotel ye nkoye say ye nkoye teacher them inti say policy discussion na ebeboa na Ghana for hu nya parties na ewama woma me dem for so inti ndra me ji America kra etie ni nua no mo NDC. Unfortunately, NDC party be or catcher session sroa minion patro shefo because contempo NDC for the year of Yama and yes is here and I'm not my evidence because in my evidence you better won't in as much as the issues of policy we must also interrogate the policies. And based on feedback interactions of course na me my dream say me on the proper details but me madam for George Opari I don't know still we are still wondering in limbo as to the exactitude of the policies are already true so we say mo betia academic user fee any diam abeboa youth no bebre me I don't come from a rich family send me eco school nyame na eboa yina it me issues of education there nyame fan dia grokra it is a beboa Ghana bebunu be dia mefo so now so questions are looks president Edu Tujano and valid questions up to now na me tin say George Opari adobate me here no but unfortunately there is still so much ambiguity and inconsistency in the promise. So we be academic user fee me who other places omo educate say a loan and omo ba be ama students no say a loan already the system exists because me call university me call G loan our student trust fund and then up to now so edisa age mediano the boa Ghana beburu omo school it is a loan and on ba betiama students na and omo nye bibia kra the enya loan tell us the source of funding and minimum Opari at the Ekasano. One kind of crazy free SHS here they buy the young cost. It means that said another party and pay free SHS as community. He didn't even pay attention. We gave every single detail on free SHS and even said it will not cost us even 1% of our GDP. And even if it were to cost us 1% of our GDP, once it is invested properly in the education of our children, we will reap the benefits and the dividends in the future. And then we share the number of Kuala Omo school, 2 times the number from independence to 2017. And Sana Yeshe fee SHS. Obiko school, going forward in Ayadin, but Oko SS Avia, Pambia Opesa Onko University, Training College, and any other tertiary institution, and yet Famano, because of the terminal foundation are ever propellable across the next height. Now, I get it true. By the way, I a free TVET. We should TVET education amount of Sika ya compassion. Can you know now go for MP technical education because now I can say near school or my idea no or when technical education. But in there, who are therefore if the to asho any the number of students are enrolling into tertiary into these different institutions every year one it's also the reason why we are seeing say some of the numbers in the university, traditional universities now dropping. So it has taken some thought through policies from the NPP for us to generate the kind of situation within the educational front. My weekend, the manifesto, so National Youth Wing policies are the vision of your flag bearer. In fact, everybody will understand the rush and where NDC for faster policy, every. Sir, I'm sure okay. Your flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, and the Siga, say, no dear, say, you're two man on that Odima Pina. People with disability, because school, Beko University free from 1st to 4th. You see, at the end of the call university, first year, now Minisika, there's no way second year. All of a sudden, me fear the Namanisika etia. So going to say, your first year and the second year, the person is on their own. In the second year, the what happens? Also, the Yamano Onkofiana. So the policies may be, and not just election gimmick. We should think through it properly before we bring it out. The funding sources and all that, not auto to a parcel and a 34 million contract, and I say, and a yes,
Mustafa Mami Musu Asemo, or can simply say, free senior high school and the abatna, say, in Ayatum, say a year at the papa. Nansun Kodani be brave
for sell or when you're going to war, and the free such as a woman, free such as not them cry.
Oh, Mianene Casana, the one, Mammy's a picture, and the Okai say it has come to stay. Enti sano no kano eti yemfa no o ka bibi se nip nkwada na free school mu bebre no se wo hwe percentage a eco university a e ya na esua e na yampa ye kra ye adwuma wo despite media ha no se academic year na beso a se bia wo ma bie school August anase July anase first semester second semester no na admission wonya enkrofo e ba ha wo mukuta admission letters wonya menya University menya Legon enso so eyini ediama academic user fee no ene ne emese so wotansa na wakono oni bi enti ehonu so eye problem ai wo ha megiri se bia na mo adwene emma so na se ye nyina ye ntwe ya adwene nkoso but you meet a lot of students were chawanya wa bono homodin ab ya fanu Legon ya fanu Cape Coast ya fanu University but at the end of the day no one na emma ni scam na enter eto omo no ka se omo tua first year na mawa yenim say your student trust fund wo ho eti unru ya 2 no because anu say uru man san ye de ama ye ma public universities nko ha na sa brand na aba be support onye show say a good idea
me ka say a bad idea me ka say bia be boa Ghana for no me for so any policy that helps young people I support it me youth activist me pay that about ye ma yenina bebunu yewo yemai into the beboa bebru me fosso unfortunately me say and this for catch say form because omun din nukre and I can give you a plethora of evidence say party we enye nukre party and kotopo party say omushabo omun diso say ebekoswa and Americano. If we want to subsidize university education and your manifesto bar, you have a clear understanding of where some of these rash policies from the NDC is coming from. So you're subsidizing university education. We must find the appropriate legal legislation to support it. Now legal legislation and subject to the whims of politicians, and that is why we should free SHS. We took our time to ground it in law, and also ensure there is, a regular funding for it, because I didn't know the one basic and find shema a bebu, and the consistency in policy are very, very important. And yes, I 1 year, 2 years, now the next year, I say I buy English county, yet we continue. And this is just nursing and teacher training allowances. No more to meet here. So they have to cancel it. Mampenini, or Shabowing, or the catcher said, or my academy, not don't pay no boom. So these are not consistent people. Or when you're consistent, in Kofua, or more credibility, always says, or may you be on bait me.
Mustafa, what did you say? Free SHS.
You who don't from 2008. The rather than Kufa, the Akan once a month to 2016. Yes, I say implementing. Or when you imagine say they're going to implement progressive in your more friends say progressively free SHS. Who will mess up or out of 400 and something at that time, not air school fees. No more 38 cities in Kwa. The 38 cities, a day component and a 38 cities. Anything I may say, or more credibility, NDC and your party and the or more DNA, who are or more central with me JD. And that is why I think, NTBA say the policies ever to Ghana for will do the comparative analysis. Not yet the credibility so I can say, say will restore teacher and nursing training allowance. You see very free SHS, say you see you be your ways to you bet me, and we are going to base this on our integrity and credibility, and that is what we are going to put before the Ghanaian people. And I just promises because your election period in you vote my yanka near Ebeto Sumu na but young color that is important. Initially, because we share some of the numbers Omunko universities, who call TVET institutions, for the first time, the enrollment in TVET institutions have doubled in the history of Ghana because of the policy. Also on the Onko nursing training institution, Onko technical university, or Onko university, or a TVET institution. And I've met several of such young people across the country. And tell you, your video be double power, training institute. What Tamale? Some nice. Akonjano, it's me a Dani desk, it's me Dani storage compartment, meaning it's a video now. But that is the investment, that is the benefit of the investment. And another Dankwa Ekufado, only Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or my in the baby of this country. And it's based on this credibility. And your policies, Betuja, I'm saying name.
Mate, Mustafa, Yada CP. Yene Salam Mustafa, our youth organizer, the new patriotic party, Amanyo Kuno, and Atchin Common.
Na Penia Otu Frank Ama NDC Amanyoko, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ede na Probo Aqua Copium Ewa Framantem Volta Region. Yenya Saramati Kukwa Pentel Editre Sala Radia Sumjienka. Yo, Sare T40.
Yo, Kabna Meyo so John Dramani Mahama, Lando Chemu or the Apoboni Shafe or Upper East region, and then Wababi Timu or Volta region, DISL Japon, and no Ewa North Song constituency. Na I had no bedua amount for Edina way to far Enya and Ketwana, Empia or Wahanoma, Honorable Samo Ukujetu Ablakwa, on the constituency in the Wono, Eddie Sendi Asuja Asa, constituency Nemo, any Media Abai Aya, or Mohune Pay, I say Abai Louis Echa, and Volta region above on Chaminika and Shaha. Near the kind of Musem, none of them a better move before a BA or Modam Ya, a BC, a befa this year, or more may do any crew at the Catcamono. almost super aban sa aban into almost super number bra aban akoma so ye mo a o twa ni ebe hye omo no obe promise omo a omo ka je mo ne se o di tike bi be mo omo as in compensation na ama adesia omo ka mu no omo aha omo kakra nenso saa sika ne be tie nde ya odina ho oni adesia ne kasa no saa sika ne mai na omo so ono as MP no until who wampo sa ban aye crowd say bia me be bende ama otuna o say enu fi ho no ma over the constituency have voter reading enkankan do apon enya me bia wa ha bia ye nyama NDC aban na eye momo enti otu na de hye ne fo e ka che omo say e ba so omo ba be to aba nipa omo de omo nim no eni John Dramani Mahama o fi ho no no e na o ka say nyinti a ono ene ni constituency any voter reading in a whole no omo wodidie e wo John Dramani Mahama e ni say John Dramani Mahama ono pe any omampani dada ye di na investigation ni wasarande ne wo e di amasa niye monje me na mo ho me na se boni bi wo me ho a aban ni nje boni ni me ho so a enye na Ghana for ehi na ye ni gina sa investigation ni e airbus ti ye call be 7 years 5 6 7 years ni aunabo okuja to abla kwa chemu say Mahama ede ne ho ma ye no ya ho Mahama fite hu ne say Akan bia ni ne ho enti efe no na simpie so a o pese o hye Ghana for say ono okuja to abla kwa ene no tongu e de ahindi aye friend chief of truth e de ebo John Dramani Mahama na o ma chemu say ono boni bia ni ne ho oka oyoyo no kwafo inti no ni komedie nanka na anu ede echem no more 90% but esa isa ni no wasese operation 94% a obi sese 7 December ebe no so na se omo to aba voter reading enkankan ni constituency ebe ma John Dramani Mahama 94% e wo ni vote ni owie na o ka se o hye dia omo ho Mahama na Mahama ekodina investigation ni ma ne ho te ye no ono die osusu se ba ene se aban a owo si president Nana Addo emfa ne ho ma akore se me nso menie mo ho me na mo hwe se me ho bon corrupt Nana Addo bia o se sa ade ni be president Nana Addo a enya ade a obefi mu sise dia John Dramani Mahama ye fo na ene Ghana ni bia ni semse papa no nsema ye kan de fo ni tin na no ikwa bi eni ma oyo bi a ye de o man se ne sa obese ma mine ejina bebi a eye honorable Samuel Kudeto Ablakwa.
We call him Togbe Anokwale Pato. He is the chief of truth. He speaks the truth at all times. He is not deceptive. He does not disrespect the Ghanaian people. He does not have a low view, a low esteem of the Ghanaian people. He holds all Ghanaians in high esteem, and that is why he does not peddle falsehood. Is the only former president to be subjected to a mischievous corruption referral by his successor, President Akufo-Addo. It's never happened in our history. And yet, President Mahama, after 4 years of international investigation, OSP Ghana, OSP UK, France, United States of America, the only former president subjected to an international inquiry, and he has emerged squeaky clean. He is smelling of roses.
Yo, Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, Member of Parliament, Emma North Tongu, Ono Enande, Obedi Mahama, Awa Way 2 or in some way, Eddie Tuja, Oye Yeno, Ena Franka Tufua, or the NDC Amanyo Kono, Ope Munankata, Ebedina Sinki Sona, or Kachaman for Nisenia delivery, Ewo, Sage, a Dome Tuaba, Bontain, Ababesiano, any Nijapan, I am paying no. Ubemu yeso voter reading the NDC World Bank voter reading the uchomo and so one now ye the NDC and of the family to me a no credit and so we think me say voter reading and Casadia dance no John Dramani Mahama so cry a dear dancer say and paying no same point to do maybe better voter reading any North Tongu and now say you upon higher ye way ya a ye NDC are buying and a sample to Jumane deba. Enti so bia owo Japan ha any voter reading no o hye nia obeboa na brabo na wato abade ama no eno senti na aya NDC abe na se eba sa kensi ba na ye gina na ya so president aya na Japan ana se voter region for eto aba omode ma NDC amanyoko no o se wo ba ha no ma e kwan ye ewo aha no ni na ye kwan a ono John Dramani Mahama eyeye enam ne saso a saa kwan no omo yeye enso aban ba ye o koni 8 years mu ani e kwan ba kokra nyakra ye famba begu e kwan bia so ucha we ni share e blocks a ewo voter region ha enam ono John Dramani Mahama saso na saa schools na saa buildings na e ba ye o se adome break enei ababe aside say ye ma ade say bia e be ma omo kwan a omo di be wura emu e di aba voter region ha e ye do apon hanom no asan efe be to set forest attraction and obe una bro pass from omo aba be na so a omo chicha ni foni e di saa adome break no e di kon kan o se saa ho nti e na oba voter region hanom a ade say wa ha no epe NDC a brain agreeing na omotoma NDC or sign catch omo say onim say e ba beto abe amount for the sika e ba beto omonta say eye ni competitor NPP4 ene na ma omo fa nkofo bi na omo asada di sika access nkofo ne say mo ba mo hihye mu omo ma no ekwese na mo fa sika ma omo no mo fa mema Constituency for no say omo nyi omo te say ni ascend not for ye no omo di ye disca ne ba omo ndi no omo ndi.
Just want to touch on a few things. One, if you hear the description of the Volta region as the World Bank of the NDC, it is not because of the nominal votes that we get in the region. Because if you take just the nominal votes we get, then it is not the biggest that we get, but it is about the percentage of votes that we get. And Volta region, when it comes to NDC's results in the presidential, Volta region is always the highest. And that is why it has earned the name the World Bank. Now, in 2020, if you look at the results we got in Volta region, we got above 84%. But if you look at the 84%, it is not the highest we have gotten.
Dear Yate say or Kase His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Yenya Salamati Kukua Painter.
Yeah, Kobna Shebejim, na yedru ho Emmanuel Akole ewo ho. The tea and say appointment committee of parliament eya pamfo. Womotna se etutum penifo ayabu omudin so momeso momeyi enkrabata hodo no. Supreme Court yabo mpenifo mienu bi paasa nkomonko na womo enkosom. Nenso na Shebejani a Oboko Central Honorable Mahama Yerga ama sembiso ama bibi ekoso nti yenko na Emmanuel Akole emoye. Ima memo ha on.
Yo yenua.
Yo, and the appointment committee of parliament is share in the DNC.
Yo, impenifor president Bo Wundin, Northern Parliament say Parliament and share na appointment committee into Toano. Now all you want to more, no one consumer Supreme Court no Justice Sophia Rosetta Bernasco Isa and Professor Richard Frempong upon. In the appointment committee no better say now omudi kind free Justice Sophia Rosetta Bernasco Isa. Ma obetana se isaye committee members no introduce won ho owie omowie yepe na honorable Mahama Yarigo ye Boku Central na Shebideni ono so ye committee member sorry no say ono no assembly chinadwen na enene say constitution na ma ho kwan say judges mako enkono chief justice ka ho a edu won na wo say wo motena Supreme Court won adwuma. Na president bet me up our judges at Supreme Court and so no or no mono. Woman to me bro minimum of 9 judges, me chief justice can wear 10 and I say it do no. Na president or Tiakunya to say one na walker. No more presidents are who do more big criminal. A woman na president no abom penifo bidding so the one of Supreme Court. Na akobro judges 10 na constitution no ema okwan say omoye minimum no na osha itia constitution no eninti no appointment committee omo abetena fe ne no womo en suspend it na say womo twin ensen na fe de womo ko parliament na parliament nyina enkosusu objection na already wa hadom no eso na ordinary adwen by no minority for work committee ne so ne ya adwen na mo no honorable Frank Anodom majority whip edna honorable Patricia PJ or deputy majority leader and no na otena kunwemu ema honorable Joseph Otewusu e wo committee meeting ni mu wo mo ne na anya adwen wo mo say that no cost na ko mo ye no mo report no kwa na say the parliament nyina ache wa adwen wa asem no one so confusion baaye
says the president shall appoint the justices. There is nowhere in this constitution that the president is given the power to increase the number beyond the 9+1. Nowhere. And I challenge anybody in this room to show me any provision in this constitution that says that even though Article 1281 says 9 plus Chief Justice at the minimum, and you don't have an upper ceiling, that the person to decide that upper ceiling is the president. Who said the person to decide that upper ceiling is the president? Who? To show me which provision. That he can, anytime he feels like, and I'm not talking about this president, previous presidents have done that before. So it's not about this particular president. Any president, anybody should show me anywhere in this constitution where power is given to the president to increase the number above 9+1. No such power is given to the president.
We Emmanuel Akole enono. Na yewo constituency watch no abatom peso aso ahodo yetimi ekwohwe eniema ekoso no yabeyi masutire se ne peace kase boya fato ye ho so no mantam dunsia ne nyina ye bo awura baabia ne de Yadru Eastern Region, a poye mantemo. A poye mantemo, a war constituencies, and as a baton persuaso, Samiensa, 33 constituencies, our region ho. MPP for a womu eduno enum, a year 25%. Enna a face so a misamo 25 constituencies and asim kunya. Enna NDC so a womo and watching, Nessim kunya watching a yomo dear. Na baby wa high to me dana than what is abosmakutre, a year a sojamai, aquatia. Upper West Achim, Upper Menya Krobo, Ayenswano, Fantiaqua North, Upper West Achim, and Aquatia constituency no, and the Etimi Daneko NDC, Etimi Daneko NPP. Now, and net ye share Etiwa East. Etiwa East, a war, a year, a mere America one semi, abaton persuaso, a year constituency, and the Etiwa East near Beura. Now, Udru Ubenya, and you name Mosiaso, as a matam for a deputy news editor, Nana, Mammy Biamakwafu, Nikrum. Asamantam for ye kwa yi wo hokra na maame toye ye kwa yi wo ntie ho ne ye ho na etiwa east ho na asamantam for ye wo ena ekropon ingresi achim sekire ena fe nso sankubase ne nyina e wo ho na etiwa east ye yi free etiwa district mu ene ye benya etiwa east ena etiwa west 2012 honorable Abena Osei Asare ena 2012 anase imfimpini ne dumienu womu yi ne se mrahebedwani a watwa so ababesi mrahebedwani a wodaso timu 2024 a wosan ko ginade ama womo na 2012 no honorable Abena Osei Asare ogina ma NPP no wonya emana empim dunsia ahanan ene nkono na ye 70.36% na ye 16,409 na Foster Santis abre ne 2012 no ogina ma NDC wonya 6,480 ye 27.79% na no achi nso George Padmo apreku etafre ne bobobo ogina ma New Vision Party wonya ahenu aduasanson 237 na ye 1.02%. 2016 honorable Abena Osei Asare SAG biem na the vote no ekoy every 16,409 ebedru 17,399 na o de ba percentage krade na wasan atwam kra na ye 77.81% and Foster Santia ojinama NDC no so aba no de Foster Santia de onya no 2012 no kra sa ateba form eye 2016 no onya 4,962 ebeye 22.19% na 2020 honorable Abena Osei Asare SAG vote no esa akosoro pa na so no percentage ne de eso te kakra wo free 17,000 about 21,172 and ye 76.53% and at Dafia Robert Kweku wojina mama NDC ono so enya 6,495 and ono so enya ye na said ono ebenya ye no so te so eno baso kakra echen de Foster enya ye 2016 na say 23.47%. na nyame atoma 2024 elections ya maame honorable Abena Osei Asare oba wodi ne ho nipa wono a na da so egina mu de ma MPP amonyeko na NDC esen kronti NPP ni NDC na egina mu na de wogina mu ama NDC amonyeko se o masese mo de lawyer Kennedy Ejare ena aba a wogina mu ama NDC amanyoko no na na constituency watch team a yabo mo pa wo Peace FM ha newsroom a wo nante mu ano wo muduru atiwa east ho no ena wo mubuso omanfo se ya maame honorable Abena Osei Asare bo hye ben na wo ba no wo hye mo
ifenyema bo hye de okan bi ebi ti se hospital ya bo hye ni bi ensuso ene methodist for school dan
ka so be fa emofra adwuma o se bo se obeye ekwan no ifichire kwan na mai street no ana ye no achi nso fitafo nso hye mbo se obemom tusu de adwuma
me kai pa se o ka so be yi akwan atutu efiche se be ya lay out of the town no ebe ye kama o kan se obetu balls e wo miamia bibia nso hu e di ma won no obetutu bia ma won kusa dan o se bo se obesi school dan ene ye kuafo nso se obe supply nro ni ade say obeboa yen
oka so beboa emnantie na omo a omusua de pam ni we no ye so de bibire beko amamo ko sua sa anwoma no me te say so bo host obedu
potam kwan oka so obeye na emayo nso a yewie SS no so migration ni police ni ade nso oka so obeye
o se bo se de to aba na ma no ba obesi school dan man obetu nso so man obeye hospital
me kai se oka se primary school ni ade ana obesi
your promise ye lo kwan school dan ensuo boho
abra bo se o se ye farmers mu ni ebi ni se obesi school dan
constituency watch team no ebusa de hye mo etiwa east wo omani so de hunu bosha maame na hye wo mo no ena omo kire wo mo adwene ena yesan busa wo mo se ne bosha bi a wahye fi se watena mu a ebi wo ho a wadi so amamo na
bunde bebre ayi adwuma ye school wasi amanfo ko school ena adepamfo yi so wabo bebre ena agenda 111 ogusu a oye nti yesre no kra se opomo modin awie ansa na yato aba
me ya dis ni ba na de ye ni hu problem because oyobi a odwen o man ho odwen nipa ho enye se obi a oje a no de akwache ne boduma na se ba ye hwe dwuma ma me ne ye de ebi nsi da
so wo hia mo so na akọ na won so nko ade a wo de kotu nanum nko aso de a obeya ma obo nkrofo de me okan a wa ye se minuanom na o mo awie SS ne mo awie university na me otimi form mo ko police ne immigration eno nko ade wa ya de
so ya bro so esan se ahaye wa hayi enyuma mebre wa ha mikro mu sian so ko he bo ho awatutu enkwara enya adwuma enye health insurance ene woda ya wo tuatua musika ne yi mintimi nka wa ye adwuma kese wa ha cheza brade no challenger wa ye school dan wa ye nyuma mebre enyuma enkwara enye enko school bia wa bie wo wono kwa na efe e wo this assembly ho TVET say TVET wo kohwe na wono ade ba akọ akara kra bia wo ni se ye behia ni se won toka won peka ma entwe enkwara cheze mputu wa ye okromu amuna abroso akwara ketekete kura wonim se so to aba bra ma mo dwa wa himfia ha na mo he wo behun se adwuma wo ye ne 100% e wo okromu ha TVET everything edin
see a street no nyina fani yi dada but ye wo se chronatre ti na se e bi atrack no se wo ye ni e ho so wo ye nti MPD asemi a chede ni no
na se maame honorable Abena Osei Asare de che ye constituency uduru ha obi ase maame ya adwuma nti na ono de enfie na bia vote ne kwosoro ebi de ekofom no on de da bia ne de kwosoro from 2012 eti we wuti de omo kan omo se maame wo dwene ye ho nkodai wo yese che wo mo de adanse pa maame pa na constituency watch team no yenso so ye mpense mu kakra no yenso so ye hu bibi
wabra ye ba abato empeso yi so bebi sa say e de na ekoso wa ha na hye bedwani bosha o hye ne manfo e wo abato empeso yi so mo matoto aba ama ne fi 2012 aha bepim enne ya katu na bro na ye kwakoto 2024 abato no so watumi aye bibia na no kwasam abato empeso awe ene empeso a ye ba so mo kire say NDC ni MPP na hye bedwani o ho no omo so ne muso etwe esan say waboa aye mponto dwuma pa omo kire say owura Dr. Abna Osa Asare enya de a so odin kunim e wa abato eso be ye mrahye bedwani a oya amanyosem onim MPP nim NDC eno nti se oye mpuntu so o che bibio oye ni nyina pepepe omo kire se sector bia ordinance aso bibim e wo honom ye hwe humesua ye hwe apomuden ye hwe kuayo ye hwe mabun ene ema ye boa wo mu ye hwe eye ekwan ehonsem ye hwe afi work campaign a o share ne manfo titiru driver for mo enyam ne potem ebo ye hwe efitafo a o se obeso mase enso honsem ena afi nso emwa a odi aboaboa ankrankra ewo abato empeso aso school mu no omo kire se wabesi abefo TVET BSc fena dopo ben groupon assembly no omakachi ankasa afi basic school ahodo wasi bi ewo adasowase Methodist enyinem RC Fremponso afi Methodist primary ewo enyinem Presby waye bibi wo ho mapomdi ensam so no wo kire se enyinem ayarsabia no wabeye NCC obroni efren renovation abesi eye maternity block e de aka ho enyinem ho ano waboa ama agenda 111 eno so egusu gidigidi akatu na bro no mawie yekọ enyiresi a eyade a owuraye Dr. Abna Osa Asare oye mahye bedwani wo potem ha waboa momanya accident center eno so omoye awia ne sa afi ukoba bi te se achimampo a was chips compound ni ebi ewo ho ene eye nkronkro ahodo a waye ye nyuma anase chip compound no wasisi bi ewo ho eyade a wasisi school adan ne bebre enso wo mia bebre e de aka ne amabobo so yi eho ekuafo e wonpotem ho a eche se ononyafo owuraye Dr. Abna Osa Asare ehwomobo se obeso ekuafo ha se ampa enei wanam so e di kwayo ho akade amma ekuafo ne bebre afi mabun ene ema yeso wase enei mabun ewo enyinem omanya adwuma ye papa esanse ba mo nyuma no ebia ni ho a kuma enyinam ni mabun enim a omoye adwuma security services ni nyina waboa ahwe ema enyinam mabun no enya nyuma ewo mu eye afi ema omudi dwa ene ema ewo enyinam omobom ho so no watumi asoso maase edi dwa enye fedi agrokra afi ohwe eye enso ho nsem a owuraye Dr. Abna Osa Asare nam ne nsaso ema watubo ho ewo kro bia ehia ensuo titiri ni nyame kohwe ewo eye achem emosiaso eno bi na wasisi so nkronkro ahodom ohye bose obeboa eye efitafo ema wamom akade a omudidi omunyuma ewo eye baby a omuyom fita adwuma we campaign so a okan ye no eni adrobafo a womwo anyinam ha ebo na baso se wamom ehyen a yefre ne twinafa dodo na efre ne we campaign se omontika na omfa ekwan ho nsem so ekwan dodo na ohye manam ne nsaso no maye eba na ekwan ho nsem so a adasawase kwan no womagusu kota shepe ama omo ekwan ahodo edida mpotem te se nkate so ene ne ekeka ho no eyade a wongusu a omoye
we eye constituency watch team no de yenso ye de ni ko hu ye no na se da dance de omanfo edie no na ye pepepepepe ono abo Abna Osa Asare enya nwanwa se emfie nan bia ni vote no ekosro oye obi a wo bre ne ho ase wo da fom papa waye butantim watiwa east ho utimi se wono wan resign pa be ye den so obetimi yetu no na no na constituency watch team no nso nya bre ena ye buso wo sesesei MP ya je ni ba bia be kwa madawruma edien na tumotoma no a anase mrahye bedwane a mobeto ama no wo ho no de mo hwe animu so obeye
ye hia MP a ye hia bibi obetimi aboy ebusade efiri ne ho a obetimi aboy ama yetimi anya eno ne ye hwe obetimi aka no kura che anya trostem mema mu ne bewi ase wontimi ye ne ye mpe
ohebo a odis ni wa promise bia so obeye no oye ma wu se waye obebu amabu obesisi school dan so ebe factory bi se ode aba ne mposa so ha eno so bebua ama mabu no asanye se nipa ne na ye pe
ehia obi a obedwen tiny enkwala school sem JSS ni primary for no mu school ensem no so bedwen ho no aye amaye
etiwa isiapo bia odi nukure bia woni nya bia obu ade nso
se o ka oye o shebo a odiso enipa de ade eye emanipa ebufu nipa so be shebi bona wendiso dem MP de correct pa papa asem bi ene no odo bi ene kwa ma ye timi kɔ ne ho enye hu bebi na enye na ya uka kire na oye
ehi obi a owa kokuduro promise bi obe promise bi a no beti so no ya ma ye ana afi nso no a oka no kro a obu ade pa
obi a like owa kokuduro na afi nso se a oye oni e pese odi
obi a oka oye abadaye
epe obi a otie omanfo ehaw na obetimi aye omabisade ama wom
ye hwe MP a mabunu da na koma so na ebra no bra no ne nan ye ntia ewo ye constituency oba ye hase ya MP sa agina bebe ye mu gina nyina bebre wo hwe om constituency ayi hu om da bi ye mpesa bi wa ha ye ponipa ono de etam bia no ye behu no ye betimi nso obie na ponto wo ma yen mabunu yetimi ba ne nkyɛn ne ye kandas ye hia asam so a ebra no bra no no oboa yen ye MP odi ne kre na abro ne bekasa accountability obu nkonta de kyerɛ yen enti saa nipa no na yen ye hwehwɛ no sɛ ye ne be ye adwuma
obi a oka oyo obi a ekita no de ama obi a obo kokoko enyenze oni ho ene ho ubo ya wewere mu
wie nti yenkotie ye maame Honorable Abena Osei Asare yakɔhɔ yakɔhwɛ bi ye hu de akɔso no ye de abramu na mekan yi ade nde wo hwe a woni baabi ye bɛkɔ na ɔno nso so de wei ɛto so
Yoma bebre ene nia eda constituency for akoma so a mo hwese se edu omenim wo parliament me bo mama omunsaka ebi ene ejuma essence have a very youthful population our me constituency ya ebi so eye se ya pomudin eho nioma ebi so eye ye school dan eho nioma ebi so eye akwan a ye be yi ato mia ebi so eye se be maintain the peace a ye wo hanum se na megidi se wo hwa nioma amabobo boy isu nyina so a bebre na ena nyankopon wadum omosoma me metimi aye amom nti ena omu nyina kase apena to aso oba e school dan ya mia ye dit ya koma so se mia sese ye renovate schools no e be hwe ni aye baby so sese ye mom school dan foforo so e be hwe ni aye nti wo hwe ya abekwase ye school dan foforo e wo honom inwesi ye school dan foforo ho ti ewia ye school dan foforo ho no mia ni baby ye school dan foforo assignment and for hands na school no ye hwe sese ye renovate yes aso e so ba kumu was in such a ba renovate back so what area schools e ba apomuden ni o maso so a bebre ni aye etwa say yesi chiefs compound o miamia be yesi chiefs compound mi ensa a hand over ama sa community no and after so ye see 100 bed trauma hospital and ye improving on ye USC ye ba apomuden so a ye hwe ni ye ba the peace and security of this one constituency ye can we do makoma so say we will lighten up the place ye be extend electricity to baby electricity any so that the lights for honoma bonifo no emehye enye ni omebi ho ya sha ase no so street lights here kodua bia mu ni ho a street lights omaba abebisa ye mombi e ma ye lighting up the place aba enyuma so a gidi se ne de komanfo no nyina edi adanse efa ejuma no ho ti sebe ni o mai menkase ma ye ni nyina ewie so dodo na me de to me manfo enim no nyankopon wado ene omomo anti etimi aye ama ye edu echie ni gidi se ye toa ye so na osasa ni ye toa MPP so a Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eye Franka tufo di enim na ye betimi ewie bebre na afiso ya shefofo so ase ejuma penny de ye ntimi pe ejuma enwie that because they be young people free school eba eni na de ba ko esese ye hwe na de dama koma so nse e be establish in the next time be establish a well running factory ewo etiwa isan say no ne makoma so ade say ye be establish a well running factory ewo han so that is our agenda say ye produce the youth no na ometimi akwa abontia ko ye ejuma so e pese bi so kaha so mutimi running your factories ye pese that is iniswade hu for the next term say we want to produce or come up with a well running factory ebeboa ama ebie etiwa is further to the world e make dey bia ne say dey here ne say ofre etiwa is esan say ye boa na ukona wo ba ye etiwa is for ne ebenya mfa so say oye hwan ni so oye hwan ni o etiwa is no dey ba oba no be so ne maame ase a obeto bibi e wo krodue ma obi so na ton anu so be ma etum nti ye de dey hwa ne say ofre etiwa is wa bo homodin ese say yenso ye pian kosi baby na de me hu no so say bo mu ekosi baby a omo san e bo mechi e de bia me ka say that is the only way we can develop and just say ya terms can ye dey show botom ubedi e besa na mo ye boawa uso be hu say obi na boa kosi baby a kodun on so ba be fo bi and that is the only way a enne uti etiwa is kan uti ye di no
wie ye maame Honorable Abena Osei Asare ena yatene nka no na ena mekan ye tiwa isi hode kwabena obie nim say from 2012 no ono ye obatan and was sanso ye Christo ni ba pa wonye Christopher no omode oma no na ye Christo so won say Christo so no kwabena ye wo mu mienu ye wo omode ne ye maf ye title and ye wo mo ye lifestyle wo de bon bra ye ma me ono abo abra wo say asare wo de bon bra eti anya nwanwa say wo ba ye ne nkrofo nyina da bia wo mo bon aba so e wo adwuma pa wo ye nti nyame nka ne ho na Michael Akrofi ena etintim de ba ye na Gladys Boachini Henry Akwasim minka enso etintim ye ne ka mo say Constituency Watch na Peace FM production for ena hihye for 2024 elections ye be twi se be betimi akwa abatom peso aso nti de ye mama so ate ene say ebi a wo tie ye wo constituency bi wo video wo audio bi wo pictures bi ye fi say ye ba ye ka kire mo say ye ba eti nyame ya adomo a eye Constituency Watch team no train no on keteke no any plane no we machine no ye too far free peace aba besi Santine Ekuapem South abatom peso aso 14th August na yeduru ho kra 14th August ni ochina eti we die ochina no peace for keteke ene kwabena ye wiem hyen ye Constituency Watch team no ochina ye wo Ekuapem South mo Ekuapem South momonyi mesu away momonyi mesu away momonyi mesu away Ekuapem South for mo videos audios pictures from Constituency ho no ye boewura ho momfanfa WhatsApp number mesro Ekuapem South ho ansem na making fafa WhatsApp if so watchina peace ye duru ho 050 1200 973 050 1200 973 tbm 050 1200 973 eno WhatsApp number e di adwuma eti se wo ho a wo MP ne audio mpumtuo bibia wo de fapra ye nyanru ho kra beduru ho eti wo constituency no ye nuru ho kra na ye beduru ho mo amodo me kwabenya makodo be kwabenya dobe kwabenya mako munya nuru ho an ye nkakra eti wo wodo me kwabenya fabra Madina fabra ye beba ho but ochina de Ekuapem South ene ye wo na yakoye bibia comment number ni biem 050 1200 973 050 1200 973
Point Homeopathy Clinic Dr. Dubuatin Nenkurabata ni bi ewo Spenters Road South Signboard Tema Community 25 Kowa na so hotel nwechi ena Kumase kuro no mabu ehia yade no efuru tinimi de besi unase ode efako se stroke na ebo nkaye prostate ena hawo awo ne namba fako endpoint Dr. Dubuate Basama 0244 867 068 0244 867 068 amansan chiame kwabena mafo ena
akosia ago abowaje obetimi afemi akosia nshira
yade asedama MTN ya wade 4G plus yaba ekuta fastest connectivity esa wo highest internet speed choose MTN tebonetie ene beboa wetumaye suzi aba center de sibiman capsules aba obeto nso kama onte dwonso mu ha obia sibi woman capsules yesi wo ba ma ne dimu ye wo besima ene ye wo sibi sopua akradekefo onsa wo na ho nyina beyi kama 0247111671 Abusiafo ya damase ama mumonitia make it a triple darling etnaso Peace FM ha me mainti koso ewo ni tfm amebia makwafo abeku santana betnase ewo okay entebia erade asumje nkamu nyina.
Turn it up, Peace FM, and rip off the knob.
Exhibition. I go Ghana. Every Canada 20th August. Ekopim Canada 27th August 2024. Abatwa komisa. Ebeda abatwa nkrata anedi. Ewo mia ye to abenina ewo mine mu. Every anopa nonso. Ekopim enyumbre no nsiande bia. We akwenya mo bia. So ba ko hwe ni din. Ene ne police station. Se bibia ye pepepe. E na afesu ye be hwe se obi a onsem fata din eni abatwa huma ni mu. E na afesu se ye be yi omo mafiri mu nyina din. Every abatwa huma ni mu. Ne science no with the death certificate, burial permit, and now obituary notices. Ebeba ne de gina so yi omu din every abatwa huma ni mu. Ho kwan ana watro wudi say wasa wo to aba e wasa wo de wo ID card and wo registration slips ni na